Now let's return to the four-part breakdown for the ethical codes. RBT ethical conduct, RBT responsibility to clients, colleagues or other professionals, and to the BACB, Behavior Analysis Certification Board. Now, let's talk about your ethical responsibilities when you work with your colleagues and other professionals. 6.02 Disseminating Behavior Analysis. Behavior analysts promote behavior analysis by making information about it available to public through presentations, discussions, and other media. Let's watch a video. After the video, please identify if the therapist violated the code. Hi, how are you? I'm Annie.
Hi, I'm good. I'm Jeffrey. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. What do you do for work?
I'm a registered behavior technician, or RBT for short.
Oh, I have a friend who has a child with autism. Do you work with children with autism specifically?
No. As an RBT, you can basically work with anyone who has learning difficulties or challenging behaviors. So, for example, we work with kids who might aggress towards you, or they might start breaking things in their environment.
Oh, okay. I actually have a neighbor whose child screams all the time for the iPad. What would you do for that challenging behavior?
Well, that would depend on the function of that behavior, which would get identified through a functional assessment. But basically, we would use this differential reinforcement to discriminate between the appropriate behavior and the problem behavior, and then work to decrease the future frequency of that problem.
Wow, very cool, but I'm not sure what that all means.
Well, that's be one of those things you kind of have to be in the field to really understand.
Oh, I see. After watching this video, what do you think? Does the therapist violate the code? Yes or no? If you said yes, you're right. The therapist explained what behavior analysis is to another person using so many technical terms, which isn't understandable to an average person. What does this code mean for you? When you talk about behavior analysis with other people, try to use commonly understood words. For example, instead of saying use differential reinforcement to decrease problem behavior, say reward the behavior you'd like to see immediately and withhold what he wants immediately after he engages in the problem behavior. We use common language so that people can understand what we are speaking of, rather than feeling like applied behavior analysis is foreign and complex. 7.01 Promoting an ethical culture. Behavior analysts promote an ethical culture in their work environments and make others aware of this code. What does this code mean for you? When you're working with your colleagues or other professionals, you should serve as a role model by conducting yourself ethically and remind others of the code if an ethical violation occurs. If a colleague of yours engages in unethical conduct and you knew about it, you are held responsible if you don't remind your colleague of the code or for not taking actions to protect the client. 7.02 Ethical violations by others and risk of harm. A. If behavior analysts believe there may be a legal or ethical violation, they first determine whether there's a potential for harm, a possible legal violation, a mandatory reporting condition, or an agency, organization, or regulatory requirement addressing the violation. B. If a client's legal rights are being violated or if there's a potential for harm, behavior analysts must take the necessary action to protect the client, including but not limited to contacting relevant authorities, following organizational policies, and consulting with appropriate professionals, and documenting their efforts to address the matter. C. If an informal resolution appears appropriate and would not violate any confidentiality rights, behavior analysts attempt to resolve the issue by bringing it to the attention of that individual and documenting their efforts to address the matter. If the matter is not resolved, behavior analysts report the matter to the appropriate authority, example, employer, supervisor, regulatory authority. D. If the matter meets the reporting requirements of the BACB, behavior analysts submit a formal complaint to the BACB. See also 10.02 Timely responding, reporting, and updating of information provided to the BACB. What does this code mean for you? If there's an ethical or legal violation which is harmful to the clients, you should take action to protect the clients from harm. and report to your supervisor immediately.